my simmers. How are you today? Alright, so today I'm going to be introducing you the characters of the Opposite Princess Challenge and also giving you an introduction to what the challenge is. Actually, I think I'm gonna turn this down for a second first. Oh, actually, that's why my actual volume is freaking loud. Okay. So, as I said, I'm going to be introducing you to the characters and introducing you to the challenge. Maybe a little gameplay thrown in there. I already know this episode is going to be longer than I really would normally do. But that's alright. Okay, so first we have our king, Robert Lannister. Now I know the challenge says to make him a young adult or an adult, but I thought that since, both of his daughters are adults and one is married, that I think having him being an elder is just more suitable than him being the same age as his daughters. Okay, so his outfits pretty much are exactly the same throughout. Mainly because there's not really a lot of Renaissance-y king outfits out there. But yes, this is his look pretty much for everything. It doesn't really ever change, not even athletic apparently. It doesn't sleep in swimming, I think. Yeah, swimming. And I downloaded these because, I don't know, I guess it just reminded me of, what am I thinking of? Oh, Anastasia. Yeah, when she's, I don't know, I guess just when they're swimming and they're all together, back in the day, they had these full outfits instead of swimming trunks. So, yeah, I think that's kind of what led me to that decision. Anyways, this is our prince. Oh, hello. Apparently in his sleepwear. Okay, so this is his everyday. This is Derek Stark. He's going to be our prince in this challenge. Yeah, so I did make him want a big happy family. Not that that will really matter in the end, but I figure for one of our challenges, one part of our challenge, it'll work. I also made him romantic and outgoing. Again, they don't really change. I guess his formal did because I had them get married, and that's where they got married in. That's his athletic. So I did change his up a little bit along the way, but that's basically what it is. So this is our good princess, Sophia Lannister. And again, if you know Lannister, then you know what I was thinking. It's royalty in my mind. And if you know what that comes from, then good on you and more power to you. So this is her everyday look. Very good, very simple, very white. Her party look, her formal look, I apologize. Yes, they did get married, so that's why she is in this dress. Her athletic. I'm sorry that she is so lanky. Please do not give me anything about it. It's just because of these dresses, if you make the hips wider, then it starts looking really weird. So I did make her lanky. I'm sorry for anyone. Do not get offended. That's just what it is. So this is her nightwear. And again, it just, felt right, like that kind of time. This is her party attire. Now, her sister is actually wearing the same dress, just in black, but it just felt right for the time era. And again, her swimwear, again, as I said, it just, kind of just made sense. That full-on swimwear. I did make her want to find her soulmate, because this is, in all other sense, her soulmate. Romantic. She is good and family-oriented. Alright, so that does bring us back to our evil sister, the second sister. Completely opposite of everything her good sister is. Willow fine. Now, the name actually, when I was creating her mom, the maid, I don't know, the only maid I could really think of was Fran Fine. So that's where Fine came from. And then when I was trying to think of her first name, I don't know, I just Willow, because, Bad Willow. Again, if you know who that is from, you are amazing. Just like her mom was Tabitha, and all I kept thinking was Harmony. So her name is Tabitha. Well, her mom's name. So this is Willow, our evil sister, the one we will actually be playing with. So this is our girl. This is her firmware. Again, most of these we won't really see them in, but it is her athletic. This one, I could give her a little more hips just because the dress didn't look as weird. This is her sleepwear. I just wanted her to look a little more sultry, and as I explain the challenge, you will understand why if you don't already know. This is her party wear. Again, just evil black. And her swimwear. Now we do have a pool, but I don't know. I don't see them in it very much. So yeah, those are our characters. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into visiting them where they are right now. And when we get there, we'll go ahead and explain the challenge. I'm going to take a drink really quick. Oh, so good. And I'm sorry, I am going to be enjoying my coffee during this LP just because lately I have had such severe mouth pain. I thought it was because of my teeth. I actually found out it was because I've had a sinus infection for a while, and it gave me a gum infection, which caused my teeth to hurt. So for like a couple weeks, I was in such severe pain. I could barely eat. I could barely sleep. And now that they figured out it was actually a gum infection and not my teeth, they gave me some antibiotics, and I'm feeling so much better. It's not even funny. Just tons better. Okay, this loading screen is taking a little longer than I would prefer. Holy crap, can you go any slower? Oh, there you go. Okay, I don't know why it keeps reverting back to him when I had it on her. Anyways, yes. From now on, I will actually not be able to click on these 3. Just her. Because she is who we are playing with. And I will get to that in a minute. I kind of just want to show you the layout of everything. So this is the top floor, the 3rd floor. And this is kind of her chambers. Here's her very bare bathroom. Her living quarters. She has a painting easel over here and a kitchen. Like very miniature. That's kind of the point of this whole thing. And a door. Now this door is locked and can only be entered by the king because the stairwell goes right down into his room. And he is the only one that can get into his room as well. Over here, hallway, we have the nursery. This is where Sophia was when she was a baby. She moved over here to her room when she was a child. This is their room. And here is their shared bathroom. There is a stairs here. There is also a stairway here, kind of with a balcony. I think this part is adorable. I think this whole castle is pretty darn adorable. I did get it from the gallery, and I cannot think of who it was originally designed by. I will find out the name and put it in the description below. This is kind of the first floor. This is the gazebo. This is where they got married. This is the kitchen, which actually I should start from over here. Okay, here is the front door. Now I kind of don't know what happened, but when I loaded this, it should have been over here, but for some reason it got turned around and brought all the way over here. So that's fine. It is what it is. But yes, this is the front door. You go out into the living room. It does have a TV, which I know is totally not in the right time, but it was put into the house when I downloaded it from the gallery, and honestly, I'm just going to leave it that way because it is what it is. The living room kind of converts into the dining room. This is where Rebecca Lannister is. That is the queen, Sophia's mother, his late wife. This is the kitchen, kind of a seating area that also goes to this magnificent pool. Honestly, when I saw this, I kind of fell in love with it. This is just gorgeous. Now this part I did add on myself. I try to make it as look much like the castle as I could possibly. But I just figured they didn't really have enough room for all those skill type things. So I made this extra area. Skills, the bottom basement floor, only he, the king, can access this. It is locked. But this is the dungeon where Willow's mother, Tabitha, was actually kept while she was pregnant. And this is also where she died. Here we actually have Tabitha. And fireplace, just some decorations, trying to make it look like a medieval, chamber dungeon-ish-esque, without making it look like, a 21st century cell, I guess. Her bassinet, her bed. Yeah, that is basically the layout. I do not really have any landscaping. I'm not always the greatest at landscaping. It's just, I don't mind building or decorating, but landscaping is just, it's never really been my thing. We have a little fountain over here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and describe the challenge to you. So this is the Opposite Princess challenge. If you watch my intro, you know the king was married and they had a baby girl. But right after they had Sophia, she did die. Now, in his fit of rage and madness, he went and got drunk, basically, and slept with the maid, Tabitha. Um, he did get her pregnant as well, and just being so mad at that, he threw her in the dungeon because he didn't want his kingdom to know what he had done. So she went ahead and had Willow, our character here. But because of the conditions of the dungeon, she passed away as well. The king didn't want his other daughter to die, but he also didn't want his kingdom to know about his discretions. So he locked her up in the tower that's only accessible through him and his chambers. Now, the challenge of this is because she is locked in the chamber, she can only get out between the hours of 10 p.m. and midnight. I know it is after 10. Honestly, they're all asleep, so I'm just going to let it be for the night. We're just going to have her repaint whatever she feels like. But the purpose is to, in the hours between 10 p.m. and midnight, to try to seduce Derek, make him fall in love with her, and get him, Derek, to give Willow a child. Now, once she is with child and she announces that she is pregnant, that is when she is allowed to have free roam over the castle and no longer confined to her tower. Yeah. So there is more to the challenge actually, but I think no, actually no. Okay. So the rest of the challenge is after she is with child, she then has to take her father from, obviously enemies into being friends, good friends. She then has to turn her sister into an enemy. Now, after this is where it gets a little darker, but she's still pissed at all of them and she wants revenge. So, after those relationships are settled and she has her child, she will actually have to kill off all three of them until it is only her and her child. And then that will be the completion of the challenge. So, yeah, that's just kind of our story. That's the characters. So, I might have a little gameplay here, but not too much. As I said, this episode is already going to be a little longer than I would originally like. But it is what it is.
Ah, Zambo!
Oh, she's trying to calm herself down. Can we do like an angry? Oh yeah, we're gonna do an angry painting. That just sounds right. As I said, I know it's technically in time, but we only have an hour, and he is sleeping anyways. So we're just gonna let it be for this day. She's so angry. Oh, and I didn't really go over her traits. So her traits, because she is evil and she's mad at the world for locking her up, she's mean, she's evil, she's insane, and dastardly.
Campo.
And, I don't really blame her. I think, if I was locked up in a tower for my entire life, not really being allowed to go out or socialize or have anything, yeah, I would probably be evil and mean and want revenge myself. So I feel for her on that part. Go ahead and fast forward a little bit here. I want to see what this painting turns out like because I don't think I ever got the chance to have my Sims do angry paintings. Like I know in the past I've had Sims do other types of emotional paintings, but not angry. I guess just a bunch of scribbles. Sure, why not? Okay. Kind of needs to pee or go potty. I guess I don't really know which one she has to do. Take an angry poop. That's I guess I was wrong about the pee part. That's too funny. Too freaking funny. Well, I guess you can eat. She is a night owl, so I don't really mind her. Being up during the night and sleeping during the day, just because the nighttime is when she really gets to do her stuff, and the daytime she has really nothing to do. I actually really like this tub. Just stomping around. She's all kinds of messed up, but she is inspired, so I guess that's good. Oh no, she's angry again. That don't last very long. I honestly kind of love the stove. I think it really works for this era, this time era. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It is actually a base game stove, but I don't know. I guess I just think it's absolutely gorgeous.
Come out. Oh, get.
I love watching the Sims cook. I don't know. I just think it's pretty. She just drops it on the stove like that. Alright, child. So after you eat, I think I'm just going to put you to bed. Apparently, he doesn't want to use his kitchen. Like, I guess he is the only one that can enter it. So I guess that's this thing. Is there something wrong with there? No. They're like enemies, but I guess they're gonna chat, so I guess it's a thing. To each their own, I guess. Hey, what the frick?
Chima Parstoob.
Okay then. Just go to sleep. Just don't even worry about him right now. Go to sleep. Okay, so I think for today's episode, that's just kind of where we're gonna leave it off. Um, so yeah, let me know what you think of the episode, what you think of the challenge. Leave your comments below, like, subscribe, do your thing. And yeah, I also go ahead and check out my Black Widow challenge that I have. I know I have the second episode up. So, she's thinking of spiders too. That's just too funny. Um, okay, so this is where we're going to leave it. See you all on the next episode.